Unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain. Unless the Lord watches over the city, the watchman stays awake in vain. It is in vain that you rise up early and go late to rest, eating the bread of anxious toil, for he gives sleep to his beloved. Psalm 127. 1, 2. Solomon wrote this. The one who built the temple, governed a kingdom, and accumulated more than any ruler before or after. This is not someone who never worked hard. This is someone who learned, the hard way, the difference between building with God and building for God while operating alone. The psalm was sung by pilgrims ascending to Jerusalem, people with calloused hands and real responsibilities climbing toward the city, being reminded before they arrived. Without him, all of it is noise. There is a particular exhaustion that has nothing to do with hours worked. You know it. It is the tiredness that sleep doesn't fix, the kind that sits behind your eyes and lives in your chest. It is the weight of someone who has been carrying what was never designed to be carried alone. Solomon names it precisely, the bread of anxious toil. You are working, but anxiety is the engine. And anxiety is a brutal master. It never says enough, never grants rest, never lets you sit down without guilt. The lie underneath anxious toil is this: if I stop pushing, it falls apart. That lie makes you indispensable in your own mind, and it sounds like responsibility, like diligence, like being a good provider. But underneath it is a functional atheism. It is building as though God is not in the project, as though the outcome depends entirely on the force of your will and the length of your hours. Solomon, who had more reason than most to trust his own capability, called that vanity, empty, wind. This does not mean you work less. Solomon was not lazy. David was not lazy. Nehemiah rebuilt a wall in 52 days with a sword in one hand. The people of Scripture who accomplished the most were not passive. But there is a categorical difference between someone who works from rest and someone who works from fear. The first works with God's rhythm underneath them. The second is white-knuckling it from the moment their eyes open. One is sustainable. One will hollow you out. He gives sleep to his beloved. That word, beloved, is the same relational term used throughout Scripture for those God has drawn close. This is not a verse about getting 8 hours. It is a verse about belovedness. The person who knows they are loved by God can put the work down at the end of the day. They can sleep without rehearsing tomorrow's problems. They can trust that what God is building will still be standing in the morning, because God does not sleep, and God does not panic, and God has not handed the outcome entirely to you. The question this psalm asks everyone who reads it is simple and devastating. Who is actually building this? Not in theory, in practice, in the way you approach Monday morning, in what happens in your chest when something falls through or the day's demands don't add up. If the answer is honest, mostly me, if I'm being straight, then this is not a failure of effort. It is an invitation to partnership. God is not asking you to work less. He is asking you to build with him rather than for him from a distance. That shift, subtle as it sounds, changes everything about how you carry your days. Let us pray. Father, I confess the anxious toil, the building I've been doing in my own strength, on my own timeline, with my own white-knuckled grip. I hand this back to you. Not the work, the weight. You are the builder. I am the co-laborer. I work today from that place, not from fear, not from striving. And tonight, I will sleep, because you don't. Identify one area of your work or home life where anxiety, not wisdom, not diligence, but anxiety, has been the primary fuel. Tonight, physically write it down, then write, God is building this. I am not alone in it. Then close the notebook Do not reopen it tonight.